Hello students, good morning. Today we are going to see the remaining two topics of the lesson, understanding marginalization. Okay ma'am. So the main two topics what we are going to learn is minorities and marginalization, and also Muslims and marginalization. Okay ma'am. So who is said to be called as minorities ma'am? Minorities means nothing but the people who are numerically low in number among the majority group of people. Okay ma'am. Not by their community or by their language or by their caste or something else. Okay ma'am. So here at first we are learning that our constitution that provides safeguards to religious and linguistic minorities as a part of fundamental rights. So it safeguards religious and linguistic minorities. Okay ma'am. So how it is safeguarding it ma'am? By many laws and many rights, because everyone's rights is there. Everyone is having the fundamental rights, right? Every citizen of our India is having fundamental rights. And what have this government did for these minority groups with these safeguards? So that is what we are going to learn. Here this minority mainly refers to that community. So we will see a short definition for minority. So what is minority? Minority is nothing but minority refers to communities that are small in relation. Okay ma'am. Communities that are small in relation to what? The rest of the population of the country. Rest of the population. Okay ma'am. So here this concept is going well beyond what ma'am? Numbers. Okay, mainly numbers. What I am saying is, for example, we can say that if there are for example, if there is in a particular area 10,000 people are there, means if 8,000 people are from majority and one particular community is only 2,000, means what? Not even 2,000. If they are only 1,000, means these guys are said to be minority, and the other major group is said to be called as the majority group. Okay ma'am. So here this normally why we are saying it as minority and why we are learning mainly about minority means these minority people they will be in most of the areas these minority people will be dominated by the majority people. Maybe what example, we are in Tamil Nadu. We are living in a city, and in that city all are talking in Tamil. Only a particular group of people is talking in some other language, means we guys will be seeing them in a different way, right? And we won't be not all of us, but some type of people. Some people will be, what they will be doing is they will be avoiding these people. They will be dominating these people. They won't give any respect or give any importance to the people, and they will be neglecting these people, right? So that is what the thing. In order to, the government have taken actions to make them somewhat comfortable to live in our country. Okay ma'am. So here we can see this. The concept of majority goes well beyond numbers encompassing issues of power. Okay ma'am. Numbers encompassing powers, not only powers but issues of powers, but access to resources and social and cultural dimension. Access to resources and social and cultural dimensions that's what we are learning here, okay ma? And here we are mainly studying about the culture of majority. Culture of majority is the common thing that is influencing the way in which society and government express themselves. Okay, ma? So, as I said to you, culture of majority is influencing the way in which society and government okay. Can you give me an example for this culture of majority which can be taken as the main thing followed by the society and government? We can say one thing. Okay. So in Tamil Nadu, what is our traditional method of living? Okay, we can have just one thing, common thing. In Tamil Nadu, the traditional dress is what? Dhoti and shirt, right? And also we can say sari, okay. In case, but commonly our tradition of Tamil Nadu, immediately what comes into our mind? This sari, this dhoti and all. But even in that Tamil Nadu, many North Indian people are there, many other community caste people are there following different traditions. But the major tradition is said to be the tradition of our state, tradition of our government and society and everything, right? So that is what the thing. And not only that, but what we can see is the size is the disadvantage, and that is the result of marginalization here. Okay, ma? Size is the disadvantage. So why this size means? Size means the number of people. Number of people means, for example, in Tamil Nadu, 90% of the people are following one tradition, and the other 10% people are following some other tradition. So the majority thing is said to be the common thing followed by the government, and the minority thing, that is maybe some people were wearing salwar or something else, and not only dressing but many other traditions like their traditional functions and many other things. For example, we can say Tamil, the word Pongal is a Tamil function, and that is mainly the function related to Tamilians, right? For that we are having leave and many things, right? It was given by the government, it is approved by the government and the society. But even for North Indians, what Holi and some other things are there. For them it is the traditional function and a great function. But for that we are having leave, no. So from this we can think that, and not only that, but also other than that, many other things were followed by the majority people, that was not followed by the minority people. And here size is disadvantage, and it is and result in the marginalization of relatively smaller communities. Okay, ma'am. Okay, so what is the thing we are seeing here mainly? This culturally dominated majority people, they protect them against the discrimination and disadvantage. Okay, ma'am? So that is the main thing. Mainly the disadvantage and the dominations were avoided by them, and the communities that are smaller in number, they are relative to the rest of the society they may feel that most of the what communities of minority, they have a fear and they are afraid mainly of what now? These people, they will be feeling that they will be feeling insecure, okay ma'am? Insecure of their lives, assets and well-being. We can say that in your village, some people came from other state and they are living means you will be seeing them as an what? You will not be easily recognizing them, and even if they are having, they also what they will be thinking that if there is any problem for them or if any issues related to their lives, no one will come to help them. So that's what they will be afraid at first. And the second thing is, if they are buying some assets and if they are moving away or coming here means, they feel that, oh my god, no one is there to support me. Even if anyone takes my land, if anyone is taking my house and they are, or if a politician or someone else, whoever it is, if they are taken means, what will we do? That is the thing. And also well-being. No one is recognizing them means, they will be feeling that. You will be feeling uncomfortable, you will be feeling alienated, right? So that is the thing. If you are going to, for example, if you are going to North India one place, okay, you alone is living in that area and all the people are speaking other languages, following other traditions, they are from other communities, means for living and for all the living, well-being, you will be feeling somewhat uncomfortable and you will be feeling insecure. Common feeling is insecure feeling. Right, that was the thing. For that, our government, what it has given, for mainly for the minority people, our government has given much importance for them not to get for their rights to be preserved and also for them to live independently and freely in the country without any rejections and without any neglections. Okay, ma'am. And even mainly our judiciary, that is our courts, it is having strict laws for protecting the minority people. Minority people means, for example, in India we know that mainly Muslim people are the minority people, right? Not only Muslims, and even Christians are also considered as minorities. Hindus are normally majority. In case in a place, if some people or maybe a Christian or a Muslim is living and all other people are maybe majority people, right? And if they feel somewhat uncomfortable or if they were tortured or given any distress by the name of religion or by the name of community or caste means, they have the right to file a complaint against them. They have the right to take action on them to have their fundamental rights in that area, that is mainly in our India, whatever cities it is, maybe, or whatever state it may be. Okay, ma'am. And the next topic what we are learning is Muslims and marginalization. Okay, ma'am. What is that? Muslims and marginalization. Here in this topic, how many percentage of Indians, how many of percentage of Muslims are there in our country, ma'am? Do anyone know? I think you are all following your book, right? So what is the percentage is given there? It is totally 14.2% of Muslims living in India. Okay, ma'am? Among total population of India. So only 14.2% means it is very less, right? So that is the one main reason these Muslims are considered as the marginalized community. So these Muslims are considered as marginalized community. And also these Muslim people, these guys are socio-economic development over many years. Okay, ma? They were deprived of socio-economic benefits. So what is this socio-economic benefits, ma? In the older days, you know that normally only after the rule of Muslim kings in India, only at this the spread of Muslims religion was Islam. The spread of Islam was spreaded all over the country in India. Okay, ma'am. So what the majority people, to the eyes of the majority people, how these guys will be knowing? These guys are not belonging to us. These guys are following fallen religion, and these guys, most of the people started avoiding them and neglecting them. So that is the main reason in society, and also economically also these guys were not entertained. These Muslims were not entertained by the other majority people, and that is the main reason in the older days they were deprived of socio-economic benefits. Okay, ma'am. And normally you all know that these guys that is normally these Muslim people they are lagging very behind in the terms of various development indicators. So that is the one main reason high level committee in 2005 was framed in India. Okay, ma'am. High level committee was framed in 2005. What? Chaired by the Justice Rajendra Sachar. Okay, ma'am. So most of the decisions, most of the rights were given to us and fought for us and got not only by the reformers, not only by the freedom fighters, but also mainly by the Chief Justice of India, and also the main judges of Supreme Court, High Courts and all. So here it was chaired by Rajendra Sachar for the basic rights and the fundamental rights of the Muslims, and also for the upliftment and also for the development in India. Okay, ma'am. So here he examined what are the things he had examined? The social, economical and educational status of Muslims. Social, economical and educational status. That, and also he examined it and he found what? These people are really not getting these things. Okay, ma'am. So, and also they were very much lagging behind, and that is the one main reason what? The situation of the Muslim community is comparable to the marginalized because of this social, economic and educational status of the Muslims seems to be very backward. So these what are Muslims were considered as the marginalized community, like the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Okay, now. Okay, so here you all know that normally this economic and social marginalization is experienced by the Muslims in different dimensions. Like other minorities, these Muslims also having their own customs and practices. Customs and practices that are completely different from others. Okay, ma'am. that are completely different from others. And also you all know that normally if the word Muslim is come to your mind means automatically what are the things you will be feeling? What are the things you will be feeling, ma? First thing is Muslim girls and ladies, they will be wearing burqa. What else? Which can mainly see clothing. So the most of the Muslims will be wearing burqa and some will be having head cuffs and many other things. And so the gents means they will be wearing a hat like that, and also long beard. Muslims will be having long beard, right? And not only that, but also what else? They will be wearing a fez, and these are the things. These are the things mainly easy. It is very easy to identify a person whether he is a Muslim or what means. It is very easy to identify because of their clothing, long beard and wearing furs. Right now. And these persons, that is the one main reason they look completely different from other people. Other people or the majority people. Okay, ma'am. And not only because of this, some people think that they are not like the rest of us. So that is the reason this causing a treatment of unfairly and discriminated. They were treated unfair. Okay, ma'am. Treated unfairly and discriminated by majority people by thinking them what are these people are not like rest of us. They are completely different. Okay, ma'am. So that is the one main reason the social marginalization of Muslims had led them to migrate from one places to other places from where they lived, leading to ghettoization of community. Okay, they were migrated from one place to another. Why, ma? In case if a group of Muslims is coming and living in a place where all the Hindus are living and Hindus and other Muslims are living means, in case, I am not saying everyone, in some areas, these people they will be neglecting, they will be avoiding them means, if everyone is avoiding you in a particular area means what you will be doing? You feel difficult to live there, so you will be moving from that place to some other place to live freely and happily, right? So that is the reason most of the people were migrated, and this leads to the ghettoization of the community. Okay, ma'am? Okay, this leads to the mainly the ghettoization of community. And the next thing is the common thing what we are learning in this lesson is marginalization. Nama, it is a complex phenomenon that requires variety of strategies, measures, and safeguards to redress the situation. That is what we learned as the definition for marginalization, right, ma'am? And also, all of us have a stake in protecting the rights. So, all of them have a stake to protect their rights, and also our constitution and also the laws have the policies framed to realize these rights, and without these we can never be able to protect the diversity that makes our country unique, and nor realize the state's commitment towards promoting equality for all. That is the one main reason nowadays we are proud to say that Indians are proud to say that we live in unity in diversity, because all the religion people are living here, all the community people are living here, all the religion, all the caste people are living here, all the different language speaking people are living here, but we are all living in unity now. It is mainly because of our constitution and also the mainly the laws that are laws of our constitution that we are practicing in our day-to-day life. Even if anyone is found to be minority, they are also given importance by the government for their upliftment, and if government plays a vital role in keeping both of us means what? Even the majority, minority, all other caste people, all our language people, equally it will be treating it, and it will be making them to live in peace and harmony. So that is what we are learning in this lesson. So this is how the lesson ends now. So I just want you to prepare your find out the answers for the book bag questions, and you have to write it in your classwork note, and you have to send it as homework. I think already you might have wrote the half of lesson question answers that is there in the book bag, right? So only little bit questions are there. You just write it, and also main thing is you have to read the whole lesson for getting good understanding over the lesson, and also to have more knowledge about the marginalization. Okay, ma'am? Thank you.